Hey, what up, Internet? How y'all doing? A little bit of a longer intro than normal. I was making tea. Oh shit, sorry. Ignore that. I was clicking something on my manager and it started auto-playing the video. So sorry. Alright. Is it time? I think it's time. Okay, let's switch scenes. Where am I? Hey! Hi, Internet. Hi, friends. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're all having a good weekend. You know what? I fully intended to stream this yesterday, but it just took so long to do the event, FF14 event, and Gold Saucer weekly stuff because it's a tournament week on all my characters, all my alts. I have a lot of alts because of the days before there was even cross-world visiting, so, and plus like having one of every race. Yeah, anyway, that's a thing. So that took me a while. So I didn't get to stream yesterday, and I started late today because I was doing errands and cooking food and other stuff, so a little bit of a late start, but that's fine. I want to at least get through the rest of this Steel Samurai case. That would be amazing, right? I think so. And then maybe we'll start the next one. I don't know. I don't want to go super late because I still have some more chores to do. Like, I need to fold up all my laundry and put all that shit away. But yeah, we'll, the very least, we're gonna finish this case. So, that being said, we're gonna pause the amazing jazz music here, and we're gonna start up the game music, which I had muted. If it's too loud, let me know. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me adjust. Microphone. Microphone needs adjusting. Whoop. This way? That way. There we go. Now that actually captures me better. I had my mic facing the wrong way. I'm still playing with the configuration after changing desks, so yeah. I'm prepared. I have about 3-ish beverages ready to go. So we could get some nice reading in on the game. I also switched it so it's windowed mode, so now the game doesn't disappear when I click out of it to do other shit, like click on the stream. To check notifications and stuff. So, yeah. Alright. That being said, let's play. How about? Yeah. Alright. Trial. Day is technically day 3, but it's our second trial day because we were doing... it was like investigation, then trial, then more investigation, and then now trial again. So, here we go. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Whoa, my sound kind of blipped there. I hope everyone else's is okay. That might have just been me and my headset. Alright. I gotta adjust my own volume here so I can actually hear okay. Alright. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't gonna be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Rabble, gabble, gabble, gabble. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Oh, it's the pervert. Ugh. Ugh! Whoa! Almost spilled my tea. Ugh. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob ruffle. Salmonella, I'm a director, television. What's a good, like, weeby otaku voice? I can't remember what I was doing the other day. Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder? Let's think about this. Oh well, whatever. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder. I was at the studio from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. Why is he sweating so much? Is that just him, or is he nervous about something? Ooh. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. The day of the murder! Alright, he's saying he was at the studio. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, what? For FWI, what does that mean? I've never heard of that. It can't be from what I was thinking from what I recall, but recall starts with an R. From what I witnessed? No, but he's talking about himself. What the hell does FWIW mean? I need to look it up. This is bothering me. What does FWIW mean? For what it's worth. Okay. Still, I was pretty busy that day. I can't believe he makes the fucking frowny faces in the text. That's weird. Tell us more about that. Doing an action scene run through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. Took more time than he thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WTP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right. Thus the limp. Which, of course, led to me missing my lunch, Ross. Roll... What is Ross? What is up with these terms I've never heard of? Can't be that old, can I? What does Ross mean? Not right of survivorship. Roll on the floor starving. What the hell? That exists? Who says that? I've never heard of that. Ross? Rolling on the floor starving? Did this game make this up, or is this like a real legit thing? Like, is this something actually people actually say? Or do people start saying it because of this game? Everyone ate also at lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooks them up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them. How do I... You had a meeting in Studio 2. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? Wait. But there were still 2 plates outside the trailer, so that means... Was D. Vasquez meeting with someone else? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want? I don't know how to... He's sweating. I don't know how to read that off. Is there an onomatopoeia for sweating? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drool. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one. Sweat. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder! Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Did you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Raul. Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. God damn it, Edgeworth. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Never a good thing. The break. Yeah, we just went over this, now we're ready for... Oh, for what it's worth, okay. For what it's worth, we took a break, Ruffle. It was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12! Is that true? I don't know base 12. I know of it. Ah! I'm sorry I keep knocking my tea mug against the pop filter arm. You can't see me do it, but that's what's happening. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Alright. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death! So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise. Edgeworth, why are you dotting at me? What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table? Oh, right, the other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time, he says. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in this trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Hold on, what time did this thing... Block the path between 2:15 and 4. Shit. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Ah, shit. We don't have any evidence, though. Oh my god, what do we say? We don't have evidence. But then we can't just let him go, you know? Man. Not that far. Alright, so the fallen monkey head was blocking this, or rather the tree. Ooh, I don't have proof. Hey, I haven't read the profiles. Mia's little sister, currently training to become a spirit medium, gifted prosecutor with this man who didn't get a guilty verdict, detective at the local precinct. The defendant, action star, plays the title role in the Steel Samurai TV show. Security guard at Global Studios. Claims she saw powers at the scene. Victim, former big-name action star, played the role of the evil magistrate. Big fan of the Steel Samurai. President of the studio day of the crime. Penny Nichols, assistant, in charge of props and set pieces, and apparently cooking lunch. Salmonella, creator of the Steel Samurai, present on the day of the crime. High-ranking producer at Global Studios, present on the day of the crime. Alright, we don't have evidence, so maybe right now it's impossible, but we need more info. So, we're just gonna risk getting it wrong. And hope this doesn't end the game. That would suck, right? I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go into the studio at that time. Ha ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkeyhead barred the way. Wait, Mrs. Monkey? Was it always Mrs. Monkey? At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. Yep, I'm glad I didn't make a blind claim that I had no proof of, because that probably would have cost me. That was a trick question! Rude. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. Ah! I was not misremembering. I thought I was going crazy there for a second. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Hold up. I don't know. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence he is the one who did it. Oh shit, did I actually hit the wrong thing then? Am I in trouble? If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have a decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Oh, it's Cody. Let's get him. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear from your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Sound didn't really give us a whole lot of info. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. I You... Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Someone get this kid a box to stand on. Oh, nice. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. I like your thinking. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Why are there crates? Do donuts come in crates? Don't they usually come in a box? Like a, you know, cardboard thin paper box? I don't know. I must order a lot of donuts. Hey, there you go, kid. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just 'cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer to call myself a bearded gentleman, is what he said. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if you couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Sorry, I'm a little bit loud with this new positioning of the mic. Give me just a second. Let me turn it down just a bit so I don't get too loud and blow anybody's ears out. Maybe a little bit more higher. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's a little... No. There? Maybe? Alright, hopefully that's a little better. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix? I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera, a new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though. He's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. Witnesses account. I'm gonna throw some more water into my tea. It's the throat coat tea, which is very good for when you're streaming and also when you're just reading a lot of stuff out loud in general, or talking in general. Highly recommend it. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went into the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. He totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Hold up. They need to, like, just fucking sit. Yep, always carries it.
Anyway, I couldn't get in the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Not wrong. Alright, want to see Steel Samurai rehearsal. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do. I've taped every show. And I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh. My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Found a map. On the interwebs. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Edgeworth is having a hard time with the small child. Went through the woods. Off the path.
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow.
It's going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio. But the head wasn't busted yet. I spelled T on myself like a dumbass. Okay. Got lost for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
Came up by studio, there was a Steel Samurai. A Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
Totally rocked.
Oh, sorry. I read that already. What sort of bad guy was it?
Guy, person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know, he was kinda far away.
Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, Steel Samurai took him down. What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yeah, I suppose he was. If he had his camera. Alright. This is it. This is it, guys. Objection! Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Talking about you, you scumbag. well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera? And did you use this camera?
But why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? So, why didn't you use it? So you said he had his camera. He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
Glued to the action. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once?
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
Kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next? Bad guy stopped moving. Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How'd he do it? A samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Press him harder. Cody?
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have a certain that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? New camera! Still learning how to use it. Here's my proof. Yep, this moment. Welcome back! How's your day going? What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. Ooh, curry. What kind of curry? Indian, Japanese, Chinese, Thai? He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. Japanese but using hot links as the meat. You know what? That works really well because there is hot dog Japanese curry, so yeah. Let me know how that goes. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. He means business. She is a tough cookie. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? Last time you did this, you fried half the links to get the flavor and let the rest stew. Ah, that's a good idea. Nice. When the whole pandemic thing blows over, you and other people should come down and we should do like hang out, go out to eat places, and take turns cooking. It'll be fun. Or if we ever get a house. I really want a house. We need a bigger kitchen. We realized that today, that we just need a bigger kitchen. Well, we've been realizing it for a while, but yeah. Alright, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo? Bees?
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But then the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
There's no lens cap on this. I have questions. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? Not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. I know I'm right. Pops? Who you calling Pops?
Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer.
Hey! Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I'm the bearded gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious.
Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify.
Yikes!
Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches. So, did you see the beginning of the fight?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely? Hold up his camera. Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried.
Lens wouldn't open. When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground. And Steel Samurai.
I'm calling bullshit. Objection! Nope, I was wrong because the music didn't stop. That statement contradicts the evidence. Nope. But there's no lens cap on this. I don't know. Alright. Oops, that didn't go so well. My bad. I don't know, I thought that was it. Alright, that's all that happened, he says. That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Yeah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? Took a few shots, but it was too late, so you erased them. Alright. Nope, he would never erase it. Objection! There we go. Now we did it the right time. I fucked up earlier. I'm an idiot. Cody?
Well, what? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad.
But Cody was a good doggo. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. Perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Ah!
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all of his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Steel Samurai didn't win! I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Ooh. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Ah!
Ooh, we got the big business music. Cody? That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Wow, okay. Yeah, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Ah!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Yeah, poor kid. Traumatized. Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, but he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left at the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it.
Huh?
I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there's one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Yeah, what he said. What? What I said. Show us, quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Edward, stop making the poor kid cry. Now.
Here, this is it.
Hey, that's outside Studio 2. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? It's a Studio 2 thing, I'm telling you. Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. The fact that it's Studio 2. Find the inconsistency. Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ugh! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But... that's impossible! Eh? What's all this about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. This is where the judge starts getting real goofy and you're just like, this is just an old man. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, Here's the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Take that! Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Because the trailer's there? Well, it's either because the trailer that there, the path is blocked. Trailer's there. As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Ooh. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole that costume. Maybe the sleeping pills? I don't know why, but maybe. Let's give it a go. I'm gonna pretend I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, I'm suddenly much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Sleeping pills. Take that! This is it! An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Whew. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Yeah, let's fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. Ha! Now Edgeworth can't tamper with it, jerk. This court will suspend the proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Ooh. Very well, court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Whew! That was a close one. He was saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm not so sure she's kidding either. Second day is intense indeed. I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks! To be continued. Save. Hell yeah, I want to save. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Maya!
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you've no time to waste. Tell me about the Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing that costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out. Director's alibi.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh.
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
Can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP?
WP, Powers, right. Look at all this new evidence, Mia. This is Cody's.
Hey, a digital camera! I'm impressed a kid like him would have something this expensive. Kids these days.
I don't imagine spirit mediums in training get a lot of toys. What do you think about this? It's that fanboy's prized possession.
Wow, impressive! It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV.
These are mostly taken at those PR shows they do at stores and fairs. I'm pretty sure it's not even Will Powers inside that suit.
No true fan would be satisfied with anything less than the real thing. Still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal, right, Nick?
Yeah, whatever you say. How about that Mr. Monkey?
Sorry, I don't know how that will help us figure this out.
Nope, we're good. Alright, let's get a move on. We're gonna go talk to Will. Not cold beverage. Ignore me finishing off my green tea there. Alright, October 19th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. Whew, sorry, I gotta yawn sometimes.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Anything new going on with you, Mr. Guard? Guard monitors visitors room. He seems frozen in awe at Will Powers. Nope, nothing new for him. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why's that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and...
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. What rumors? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I mean, everyone should know about Salmonella in general because it is a very dangerous foodborne illness. It'll make you super sick and it feels terrible. But, okay. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Fair. About yourself.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Hammer, the victim. Right.
He was a big star back in the day, right? And then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Well, that's sus. Got anything to say about this? Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Very sus indeed. No, he didn't know shit about this. Alright, well, let's go to the studio. Just the face that you want to see first thing. October 19th, Global Studios main gate.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Phew, she's alive.
The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. Security guard station, missile bag, legs, junk food, lots of donuts. And the van, probably used to carry film equipment. Nothing new here. Alright, let's talk to you. Tell me about producer Vasquez. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
How about Director Manila? Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director?
Sal, he's a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. Don't look things up on the internet. About Mr. Hammer.
Arrgh! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag your star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I don't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Yeah, Maya, you'd be very surprised. This is why characters like Yotsuyu exist. I don't know if showing her any of this will do anything, but let's see. Miss Oldbag, what do you think of this?
Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking, thank you very much.
Alright. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of her. Let's go to the employee area. October 19th, Global Studios employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
Yeah! Oh, no touching!
Eek!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack.
Guess I can be a little dramatic dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. 'Cause dramatic is spelled differently. I don't know, I'm supposed to say that. I don't know. It's like antique, but, you know, dramatique. Trying to sound all fancy at us. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof. Why? The remains of the employee's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone steak on the plate, on this thing. That grate's still lying here.
Ah, they've seen the wisdom at last. They know if they fixed it, I'd just kick it off again.
That poor assistant. So, Gumshoe, the plate.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills, how?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory exam right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? There's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
No, everything's in due time, pal. Oh boy, science. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with... Oh, sorry, that's wrong voice. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Found the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit,
I love science. But I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What about Edgeworth? How's Edgeworth doing, anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles? Say, what happened with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills?
Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So it was Wright. Hey! Sleeping pill bottle found on table in the foyer bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. Nice. What do you think of this, Gumshoe?
I'm guessing I know as much about that as you do, pal, i.e. nothing.
Alright, you know nothing. Alright, we're gonna slide on over here. Don't see anything different. Let's go inside.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why?
But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of Steel Samurai.
What?
No!
What do you mean by that? I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? Thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then.
Wait, what rumor? Tell me!
The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt?
What dirt? Dirt! You know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
Oops. Sorry, I accidentally moved the window. There we go. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Sorry, talking makes me have to yawn sometimes. Alright. Last episode.
What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why? Why aren't they gonna make kids shows anymore?
Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something!
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
And this is...
A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me, what is it that Global Studios is so intent on hiding? Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, producer Miss Vasquez managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on... Sorry. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez has asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know?
Thanks, we'll try asking her. Ooh. If she'll talk. Alright, let's go talk to Miss Oldbag. Main gate.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick.
Maybe we should keep a safe distance?
Tell me about 5 years ago. I want to ask you about 5 years ago. Ooh.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols!
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, the assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Standing up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
Phew. Ooh, sorry. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I got proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Sleeping pills. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure Hammer had sleepless nights. Where is your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Steak. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Uh-oh.
I see.
I'm a little more scared of her when she's calm.
Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk.
Is her face unaligned? No, it's fine. If your face is just weird. Okay.
I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia.
Whoa! Mafia lady. She silenced that paparazzi. How can you say that so casually? She's probably like fucking had him killed.
How's the beginning? After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? That must be Vasquez. And that's a dead dude on the fence, which explains why the thing on the fence was bent.
Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Ooh. I'm just looking at it. Alright, I need a quick bathroom break. I will be right back in a minute. Ooh, maybe you could enjoy some jazz music while I'm like out for a hot second. Have some jazz music, BRB. Okay, so we paused the jazz music. Hope that was fun to listen to for a bit. I took like an extra few seconds to go talk to my roommate. Let me just refill my tea. Alright, I think we should go check out the studio. The scene of the crime, right? The real scene of the crime. Outside Studio 1. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Curry complete? Hell yeah! Enjoy that curry. I hope it's good. Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer?
The mascot of Global Studios. Apparently its name is Mr. Monkey. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have that card key anymore, so I can't go in there today. The security camera takes photos of everyone who comes through the gate. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. So when did they move the body? That's one of the questions. To the scene. Oh! Hello, suspicious mafia lady!
Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O. H-E-L-L-O!
Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. White van, looking for a good shape, looks like it'd run fine.
Let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a light drive.
Okay, nothing new here. Incinerator. Incinerator, apparently just put this one in. Covered in soot. This is where Salmonella and Miss Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate the T-bone steaks too.
Something wrong?
I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know?
Yeah, where are the bones? Can't say that I do. No, where are the bones? There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Alright. Okay, let's talk with you, Mafia Lady.
Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and...
Shh. Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fae blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. She's not gonna cooperate at all. What if we show her the photo? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Oh, old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
She gonna beat me up? I have concerns. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. That makes sense. So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence, boys. Oh shit, it's the Mafia! Am I gonna die? Is this where we die? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? She has brutes. Oh no, it's the Garleans. What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. Who can help me? Gumshoe! Gumshoe, help me! So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Gumshoe, help! Yes! It worked. Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez. You're coming down to the precinct with me, now! Hell yeah! Save my ass. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Yay! We asked the video game gods and we received. Hey, you okay now, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. We made his dream come true. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Yay! Dramatic timing indeed. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Ooh, that was it. We got everything we needed. Save your progress? Yes. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Ooh, no lobby waiting room at this time.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. And the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. Day 3 investigation goes by super fast. Yeah, it did. That was really quick. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edward seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in this trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Boxing, a crime between 2 and 4. Okay, yeah, that checks out. At 2:30, we took a break. It took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. I found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. And that's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? In the van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Manella used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. That is also a very convenient way to transport a body, by the way. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Murder! Entered before noon. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop in at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. Meeting began at 12 and ended at 4. Did no one else leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Supposed to be a rehearsal. So they went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. She was fatigued. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. 15-minute break. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. The 8 T-bone steaks. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed the murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence to prove she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
Kinda wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's being pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
Proof she didn't eat the steak? Maybe because of the bones? I know this is the other plate, but maybe it'll still apply, right? Okay. Yeah, 12, sharp ended at 4. Rehearsal, fatigue, 2:30 took 15 minutes back to the meeting. They ate T-bone steaks. Okay. Let's try presenting the steak plate because they didn't have bones on there, so that was a little weird. Objection! Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. And what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Committing murder! Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left this trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? It was the fence! Because that's how the other dude died. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Oh, I passed it, didn't I? It's right there! Take that! Wrong, Mr. Wright. I didn't say anything yet! Know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my face. Oh, was that not right? Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the steel samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Is it because it's broken? Maybe it's because it's broken. I'm gonna guess because it's broken. Maybe this one? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. All sorts of busted, yep. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Ugh. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? Oh, sorry. I dropped something. No big deal. Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Yeah, I can tell you. It's the fence. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Now we show the photo. I was close. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. Loud boom, be right back. Uh-oh. Hope you're okay. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this even have to do with the current case? Mr. Edworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Ooh. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Painting you a picture. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. She looks mad. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't move it, she couldn't deal with it. She had another way. Throw it in the van. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright? Please show us how she carried the body. The van! The van! Take that! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One. And you used the studio van to do it. Ooh, got her. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. Big van! Big van indeed. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. It was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Manella was a conspirator? I mean, maybe? She made him, basically, right? He does whatever she says. Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? She looks annoyed. No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't question me, like, question mark me, like, Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean Dee Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? This is like the weirdest case. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. I knew it was too easy! Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it. But there's no proof. Why are you just going along with her? Edgeworth, help me! Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I mean, prove you didn't do it? Testify! I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! Come so far only to fail? Yikes, what do we do? As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Huh? Are you actually helping me? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. Ooh, we're rekindling Edgeworth's sense of justice so he can stop being such a little shit. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! Oh my god! Okay, Edgeworth. I requested the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. Want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? Probably realized she did it too. But... wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, he has a guilty conscience, so that works out in our favor. Don't question it. Edgeworth. Alright. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, that security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get to my script and direction notes. Then I went home. But her script was found in Studio 1, and she asked us to get it for her, didn't she? Wasn't that what happened? See no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick. We're close, real close. She may be acting tough now. If you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. With Sal and Oldbag. What time is that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Let's press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well? Then you could have put Hammer into that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy! The witness will continue her testimony. Assistant was there too. Only Powers is absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember
what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm?
Certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Ugh. Let's keep pressing. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Power just doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Ooh, that's harsh. Poor Powers. Yeah, what he said, poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. Immediately call the police. What was everyone else doing at the time?
No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence.
Like now?
Silence. Hey, Nick? Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
Old Bag was agitated. Old Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going toward the studio.
Right, the Steel Samurai. Let's keep pressing. The detective arrests Mr. Powers solely based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given that detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there that I can use. Why did she ask to be left out of the proceedings? You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there's no way we could have been involved, and thus they covered for us.
Covered for you, or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot of writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. She went back to the trailer to get her script and direction notes. That's the part that sounds weird to me. The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all.
Hold on! That order of events doesn't make sense. Because she would have brought it not knowing there was... Who could think of rehearsing after that? But you wouldn't have known that, so you would have brought your damn notes. Oh, yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. No, that's wrong. Yeah, objection. Thank you, Edgeworth. Your Honor. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Phoenix, why didn't you notice? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Ooh, you slipped up, Edgeworth. Got you. He's my friendo now. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. It's because he's growing a conscience. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? About that. I think there's a whole game around that. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me! So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? Hey! Doesn't matter, the point is we're trying to find the truth and you're fucking guilty. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. That's not what you said. You said you didn't think there would be a rehearsal because of the murder, which means you knew about it, so you fucked up. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. But you weren't there. But she wasn't there. Okay, I don't have proof of that. She wasn't there at the rehearsal, so she wouldn't know. Hold it! How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Damn it. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Power, saying he did it. Has to be left out of the proceedings. Script and direction notes. She knew that Hammer was injured. But she's saying Sal told her. Oh my god, what do I do? I gotta present something, I just don't know what. She knew that he was injured, but how did she know? But they still went to the rehearsal. Okay, So why wouldn't they just cancel the rehearsal if she knew that he was injured and they weren't gonna do... I guess they would, or she was thinking that they would, by her logic, thinking that they would do something else. I mean, this is the only evidence that's related to the injury. This is the only thing I can think of to present. Oh my, we might have to take a hit here, because I gotta show something. Alright, let's give this a try first, and then we'll see. Objection! You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Oh, she said the wrong name. Okay, I get it. I get what happened there. Alright. I got it. Yes, Mr. Hammer's dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ooh, we got her! I got her by accident because I was not big brain enough, but it's okay. Luck is also a skill. We're gonna pretend. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Ooh, I already said it was Sal who told me. But Sal was there, he would have known who the right person was. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen in hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, he would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Is it the photo from 5 years ago? Because she was saying it wasn't an accident. And something about blackmail? Okay. Phoenix bluffing powers, go! I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. I don't think she had one. She must have accidentally killed him, maybe? He was probably threatening her, somehow. She had no motive, Your Honor. 5 years is a lot of time to stew. Yep, it is. Especially when you're getting paid chump change. That's gonna make someone real mad. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? We got the good music, yeah! Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Ooh, she mad. She broke her pipe. But got her. So you did it. You did do it, didn't you? Yes. I'm guilty. It was me. She snapped, literally. Snapped her pipe. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez! What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, no, how could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please, please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting room lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. And that he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Edgeworth, give me some credit. That was hard work. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Woo! Party! That is all. This court is adjourned. Yay! October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3? I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he would try to frame me for the murder. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, innit? Makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Is it this? I don't know! Shit! It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, he wanted to tear him down from being the hero so he could be the hero. That's probably it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Hopes and dreams. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP.
Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Oh no, he doesn't know. Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth.
Hi, Edgy. Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk. You're the one who showed up here! You say something! What do you want? Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. That's because it would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
He's a very big fan. However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. I have feels, it's a problem. I can't be a robot anymore. Ooh, woe is me. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. Listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't you ever show your face in front of me again. That's not really my choice, man. That's what I came here to tell you. Don't get assigned as my prosecutor to a case. I don't know what to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? I'm not sure. As for the next case, I don't know.
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so they're getting closed on another trial. WP was surprisingly sharp on that. Yeah, he was. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Oh my god, it's real!
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? Maya, what? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, fine, I'll do it. No, it's a trap, your money! It is salmonella, that's true.
Isn't it great that WP
Gets to play the lead role again. He's in this costume? With the fake boobs? What?
I wonder if they'll show his real face
This time. Nope, nope, nope. Should absolutely not do that in this costume. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Especially not like that. You can hurt a lot of people. Yay, another case down. Uh-oh, I know it's coming. Brand new episode has been added. Look at that sad Edgeworth and that bird and that old man and this creepy ass dude. Saving content. Saving progress. Sad Edgeworth is sad. Why is he sad? I'd love to find out, but it's getting late, so that's actually where we're gonna stop for the night. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do this next time. It's definitely gonna be this week. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple days, but next time. Yeah, so that was fun. Hope it was fun for everyone else. We wrapped up a really good... Yeah, next time on Dragon Ball Z. No. We wrapped up a good case. That's like one of the best ones. Steel Samurai stuff is really fun and has really good music. So, yeah, that was exciting. I think the next one is technically the last major chapter. I don't know if there was a bonus after this. I don't remember in the first game. But yeah, that was great. So the next time will be sometime within the next few days, depending on what else comes up, if I have to do anything else. They probably kept the bonus. Yeah, it's like, I think I remember there being a bonus case, but this is like in the like technically MSQ. It's the last one. And then I think there's a bonus one. Because it looked like there was like one more slot after this. I'm pretty sure it's still there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope y'all had as much fun as I did. Happy Sunday. I'm gonna hop on 14. I don't know if I'm gonna AFK, but I'm gonna hop on 14 and do my laundry folding. Yeah, so see y'all next time. Follow the stream if you haven't, if you want to see when we go live for that. And have a good night and have a good rest of your weekend. See y'all next time. Bye!